know, music is haram and don't eat that and don't do that. Why are you worried about what everyone else is doing? Worry about your own relationship with God and how fucked up you are and what you need to pray about, and just treat other people decently. Mm-hmm. But instead, people are out there watching me wash my elbows. So that's I don't know. I can't deal with that. So I'm not saying that I'm not thinking about continuing on this path, but I do want to continue to research these different doctrines, all the way to Sikhism, Buddhism, everything, and just because they've all got good stuff, and none of them are really too different than the other than whoever their deity is, and the different, like when I went to Nepal, and this guy is driving us up to this mountain where the temples are, and every time he sees this shrine, he does this thing, all this crap, and I'm like, will you please focus on the road? You're driving us around, and every time you see one of these things, you're closing your eyes and doing all this stuff, and I'm like, that's not going to keep us from crashing. Please stop doing that. But I just want to go around and get the good stuff from all these different doctrines and live right. I really think that's all. Whatever God is up there cares about is that you're a decent person, and you recognize that there's something out there bigger than yourself. And I don't know what to teach my kids. I don't know what to teach them that we're supposed to be following Christ, not worshiping Him, or that you just need to be a good person or whatever. But maybe I don't know. I really don't know. No, none of you know. None of you do, really. I mean, you can have faith, which is what faith-based religions are about. But this next book that I'm writing, unto gardens beneath which rivers flow, which is a phrase that I did get from the Quran. None of you know what's going to happen when we die. I have faith that there's a heaven. I have faith that there's a hell. But none of us know. Knowing is knowing. And I've been in churches where they're like, I know Jesus is alive, and I know God is this, and I know God is that. And that's great. That's what faith-based religion is about. But none of us have ever been dead before and come back to being able to say, this is how it goes. You walk into the registration at the gates of heaven, and you talk to this guy named Paul, and Paul's going to be the one to sign you into the registry. You can't get past the gate until you get your picture taken and you get your heaven gate pass. You got to have... None of us know what's going on up there, out there, or wherever. So, I just think it's best that we all just, focus on ourselves and not make life harder for other people. Mm-hmm. So, that's it. My 2017 has just been just like yours. I mean, I'm pretty sure some of y'all have had better years than me, some of you had worse. I have a upcoming blog series that I'm going to be writing about this year about human rights due to my layover in Dubai this year. And there's just so much shit going on there that we don't know about or we don't care about. Or whenever we're flipping through our phones and we see this image of this Libyan man being tortured to death. We don't know what it's like to be tortured to death. That's fucking terrible. To be beaten and stabbed until you die. And we're just scrolling through Facebook and we see that and we don't want to see it. So we'll keep scrolling because it's hard to look at, but it's happening to someone. And until we stop ignoring this stuff and trying to do something about it, I don't care if it's writing a blog or sharing a post or really looking at it and praying about it, whatever it is you feel that you can do to help someone on the other side of the world that's going through some just really crucial shit. Our problems in America normally are, oh my God, my baby daddy won't pay his child support, or my internet connection went out, or something like that. I know those are, two different things, but still pale in comparison to being tortured to death or to being locked into solitary confinement for no reason, or, brush with it and then some other stuff that...
Personal experience.
Personal experience, of mine. Aww. And then a lot of stuff I've already written about. An Invasion of the Most Sacred, Filipina. Filipina talks about how these women come from the Philippines to work in the Gulf from wherever, but most of the Gulf, and in places like Korea. So I'm pretty sure anywhere else where they can take these people and and take their passport and then make them do whatever for the duration of the time that they're there. And there's nothing you can do about it. That book will keep you hostage in the country, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Nothing.
So there's a lot of hardworking people out there, a lot of innocent people out there being victims of things that, nobody knows about, nobody cares about, and nothing's ever going to happen about it until we really start taking it seriously and realizing that it could be any of us that this happens to. And if it happens to an American somewhere, it's not a bigger deal than it is it happening to, say, an Indian woman or whatever, or Indian man, or a Sri Lankan, or a Bengali, somebody who's a citizen of a country who doesn't have an embassy that would care to help them out very much.
True.
And they're everywhere. People in Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, wherever right now. And I'm not even going to say that it's not happening in the States, because they just found a container full of Mexicans in Texas like a few months ago. So this is not just something that's happening outside of America, but we just need to quit scrolling through. It's fine, and actually, stop and look and say, is there anything that I can do? People are all up in arms about the Syrian issue last year, about them being moved to the States, and that's unfortunate. But even them, they have a lot. There's people who have a lot worse than them. So, yeah, that was a rant. I'm sorry. But that's it. Happy New Year. Hope you had a good Christmas, and I don't know. Just hope for it to be better next year, I guess.
Peace, yo.
Peace.